All right, let's now talk all things food, because you know, food is more than just sustenance. It's a source of inspiration, creativity, and community. So today, we're diving into the world of food with a special focus on one dish in particular, the dumpling, the dombolo. I mean, we're exploring the wonders of food through the eyes of Chef Metse Petunia Thebe, a passionate chef and entrepreneur. So you're going to get ready for a culinary journey that's sure to satisfy your taste buds and your soul. And the chef joins us now in studio to tell us more. Chef Petunia, good morning and a warm welcome.
Morning, Zipiwe. Thank you very much, Morning Live, and good morning, viewers at home.
Well, good to have you on the show this morning. So what inspired you to be a chef and start Cosmo Dumpling?
Growing up, I've been cooking throughout since as a child.
Yeah.
I've been cooking, and inspiration came back home.
So who taught you in particular?
In particular,
yeah.
My grandmother, my mother, my aunt. Yeah, I've been learning so much from them.
Okay, so as they were teaching you, did you have it in mind that you wanted to be a chef when you grew up?
Never.
Really?
It never crossed my mind, not until later.
Okay.
Yes.
So what triggered that idea that you should start pursuing it full-time as a profession?
Especially with what I am doing currently, the dumplings, I saw a gap in the bakery industry. That's when I wanted to research more, and I wanted to introduce dumplings in the the bakery industry, so that to everyone that needs dumpling, it shouldn't be who can prepare dumpling for me. You should just access it easily in store.
Yeah. And as you were doing some research, what did you find?
There is a huge gap, and it's hard. It's hard preparing this, being a self-taught,
yeah,
and with not enough resources, and it's a work in progress. It's still a long journey, if I might put it that way.
What is the secret to a perfect dumpling?
A secret to a perfect dumpling.
Well, you don't have to share your secrets, but no, just generally, what is the secret to a perfect one? Yeah.
No, you have to have passion.
Okay.
You have to have the love and respect your craft.
Because I've tasted so many dumplings. Some are too stiff, some are too soft. What is the perfect consistency in the dumpling? So a nice dumpling, does it have to be too stiff or too soft?
It has to be soft, like spongy soft.
Oh, spongy soft, got you. So what makes dumplings such a special dish, especially in a South African setting and in a South African cuisine?
Dumpling alone, it's our main heritage food, and I feel it's not celebrated enough. For it to be celebrated enough, we should own up to this. And if anybody, any tourist, anybody that comes in our country, it shouldn't be, where can I get the dumplings? And you can only get the dumplings at Cosmo Dumpling. It should be everywhere. Go into a retail store, just like any other bread. You just have to come in store and grab and serve your guest.
And you're quite right, Chef. It's not celebrated enough because it's not commercialized enough like any other dishes. Because you can't, there's a very few restaurants here in Johannesburg where you can get a dumpling. You either have to go to Elokishini or go somewhere else where caravan, where they can provide, but it's not commercialized enough. So what makes you think that's the reason? Why isn't it commercialized?
Maybe we were not given enough platform as chefs to play around with our own. We've been celebrating European cuisines. True. And I guess it's high time we celebrate, we take pride and celebrate our own cuisines.
True. And if I walk into a Cosmo Dumpling restaurant, what am I expecting to find? Am I going to expect to find this?
This is what you're going to get. This is exactly what you're
Just take us through what you have here.
We have cow heels. We have...
Manqina.
Yes, Manqina wenkomo. And we have the hard body chicken. It's the ranch chicken. Well, it's affectionately known as hard body chicken. Yeah. And we have your malamohodu and your beef stew. And then this is the list that I could brought, but we have inyama enhloko yenkomo, and we have sheep trotters, sheep scop, sheep lamb stew as well on the list of our menus. Yes. Okay,
so it's definitely a mix of different cuisines, the traditional ones, and as well as the modern stews.
Yeah, for those that have issues with
yes, of course. So what's the most difficult part of being a chef? and having started your own business?
Consistency. Because you're not always in the kitchen. There's many things that you need to do, and you'll teach people how to do it. But if you're not there, it's done differently. So consistency is still an issue.
Sure, you're raising such a very important point, that of consistency, because you're not always at the kitchen. You may go to other areas for a couple of days, and then in as much as you may have taught your staff how to cook the way that you would cook, they may not do it exactly the way that you would. So how do you deal with that in terms of consistency? Because people want a consistent meal.
No.
And the taste.
In a not so busy schedule, we do one-on-one, and we keep doing it over and over again until you get used to.
Until they get it right, yeah. So how do you think the South African cuisine has evolved over the years?
I guess we are coming out of that shell. I haven't seen it in this manner. Even the setup of the restaurant, people keep telling me that they've never seen the restaurant in that manner, and they love it. People come as far as Pretoria, Val, just to experience the food. But it's the same malamohodu. It's just that we are used to be served in the caravans on the street, but not in that setup where it's just a sit-in for the family, and you still have your comfort food.
You mentioned that people come from as far afield as the Vaal in Pretoria. Any plans of taking Cosmo dumplings to other cities and other provinces?
That's the dream. We want it nationally.
Please, man, do that.
That's the dream. We want that. We want that.
Okay, share more details on where Cosmo dumpling can be found.
Cosmo dumpling, we are based in Cosmo City, and currently, if ever there's anyone in need of dumplings, you can get the dumplings at North Riding Midworld, North Cliff Midworld, Wannerboom, and St. Chiron Midworld. Currently, that's the retail that we are supplying, and you can come to Cosmo Dumpling in North Riding as well, and get your dumplings there.
All the best, man. Keep on growing. We want to see this business soar.
Thank you very much.
Great stuff. Chef Petunia, lovely chatting to you.
Pleasure.
Thank you. Well, that was Metse Petunia Thebe taking us through her world of African culinary journey.